Sorry about that, because I'm kind of like I said, I'm not. Well, I'll tell you, I'm not really alone. So, but yeah, that's all I was saying. Yeah, like I said, because yeah, Detroit. That's why I still enjoy the setting. I really appreciate the setting. I like the setting because yeah, the grittiness of Chicago, which basically that's kind of it's poor construction, managerial neglect, and higher rates of violence. Because that's how it really is like in Detroit. I guess the really like dangerous ones like Chicago and could say Philly. I know Indle, Inglewood and like Los Angeles. South Central. Yeah, they're just real dangerous parts. So yeah, like I appreciated the setting of it, and like the underground, which I'll get into later, like the basically the lair of Candyman. But okay, so I'm gonna go into the next one. Okay, it says here that one of the original Candyman killings was based on a true Chicago crime story. So I guess some of the plot was it was they say it was kind of inspired. Yeah, some of the scenes I guess the killings was inspired by I guess were one of the real killings. Well, I guess what's just kind of gives you a creative edge, I guess. Oh yeah, the we're explaining basically I guess people basically being scared of basically to delve deep or basically being that's how much basically giving you how intimidating and terrifying he is. So the 911 call, I guess if anybody's seen it, where the scene where they're talking about the 911 call about the women, calling 911 before the break-in, and basically before Candyman was coming to kill her. See, I guess that really happened. Yeah. I guess because that's like I said. I guess that's kind of creative to really dwell on that, but kind of really, kind of really fucked up. 'Cause it actually happened, especially a killing that actually happened. So it's kind of weird, but it was in there for some reason. I guess they wanted to add, like I said, they wanted to add much more to see how terrifying he was. As far as like his presence. I can kind of say he sort of was, but well, as far as the gore, yep, there is the gore because it is Clive Baker. Well, he wrote it. He wrote it. So yeah, it is Clive Barker. So the one who created the originator of Hellraiser. So yeah, he is heavy on the gore. Hell yeah, and going into my next behind the scenes, which I wanted to delve deep into. At some point, yeah, back with the original, yeah, Eddie Murphy was they would actually consider him for a role, which I'm obviously glad that didn't happen. Eddie Murphy as Candyman. Oh goodness gracious! I don't know what they were thinking trying to get Eddie Murphy as Candyman, but yeah, he was too expensive. So yeah, they couldn't afford him. So they got somebody else, which I'm very much glad for. And the Sandra Bullock, I guess, could have came in too, in case I guess Madison, which I guess Helen, because originally the director's wife. I don't get. I guess because they want to make money with their family, but I guess that's kind of I don't know. Okay, I don't get the deal with because Guy Ritchie does kind of did the same. You already know him. Like he made the movie. I don't. I know it was with Madonna, but he was like I don't know if they're still married, but he was married to her at the time, and he had her in the movie. Like I said, I don't know what the deal is with that, but whatever. but she became pregnant. His wife, the director's wife, became pregnant. So somebody, yeah, of course, somebody else was in. They came in, and of course, yeah, if that had happened, they was about to have Sandra Bullock. So, at one point, and another point before they was on board to do the remake, Lakeith Stanfield, the one who's in Judas Black Messiah, and then he was in to Get Out. His part, they he passed it because he was obviously had something else, which is obviously record breaking. It needed something. Things do happen for a reason. So as you already know by now, you know, damn, I had to go back to because his name's which I really like too. His name is like really hard to pronounce, but he played Black Mantis, and he said he's playing already characters already. He's played now Candyman, Black Mantis. He was in Black TV episode Black Mirror. Yeah, he's been everywhere. No, pretty much everywhere for now. But okay, so yep, the bees as you see in the film, which is in the film, they're very real. So yep, they got stung. So yeah, as I've heard too that delving into it, yeah, he was yeah, they were really being stung. So and in the remake they used like basically CGI. So yeah, so but in the original, yeah, they used the real bees. So like wow. So yeah, I heard Tony Todd got stung a record of like 20 times. Damn. Oh, 23 times. Goodness gracious. And then yeah, he was compensated 1,000 each time he was stung. So yeah, that's yeah, that's a damn good that's a damn good compensation. Yeah, I like that because he had 20. So he got 23. So he got 23K. So yeah, money well made. And I don't think I need to go into the other part, which is why Candyman 2021 was greenlit. You already should know why. As is in Holly Weird, or Holly Unoriginals MO by now. They like to remake. They like to remake their old shit, and because they basically ran out of ideas to more ideas to create. So and they know people, yeah, they know, so, and then foolish casuals will still go to the movie theaters to watch it, even though they complain. So, oh, I like to. There was something else here. Oh yeah, which I'll get into later. But I think that's all which I said. But I will say, yeah, I don't know why the theme, as far as like the deep racial tones, which is there, that's really unnecessary. Obviously, I know people. I know like probably like a very majority of black people, or like, the black community would like it. Oh, there was also yeah, I wanted to talk about this real quick. The shooting on location, yeah, it was very dangerous because it's still going into the '90s too, man. Pretty much, I guess any every gang was rampant, especially like kind of still blood and Crips. So they were basically shooting in Los Angeles with in Camp Green. So yeah, it was and that yeah the area, especially in Los Angeles. Oh wow, because yeah, you're right. If you lived there or in the night, especially going up through the '90s or seen, yeah, that area was controlled, very much controlled by rival gangs, a lot of gangs. So yeah, they had to pay them too, so they wouldn't interfere with the production. Wow. So wait, what? I don't. it says that, but they also it's supposedly it's in Chicago. So I don't know why. Unless they had to go to I don't know. Unless they had to go to another location or it's like I guess to make it look grittier. So I don't know. So yeah, the gang members appear as extras in those scenes. So wow, that's that's kind of scary for the actors. And it says, oh, I'll talk about that later too. But so I'll get into my actual critique. Yeah, I just wanted to switch it up. Yeah, that's my actual. I don't know why it says. Yeah, I don't know that reason behind why. Yeah, I got Chicago was much more grittier, so I guess I don't know why they really needed that too. But yeah, the whole summoning. I'll talk about that later because I want to use that as a whole bargaining chip point. But yeah, like I said about the cinematography, it's kind of sweet. It's kind of sweet and to look at, and very much too if you live there and relate to it, and kind of I guess if you into because yeah, his lair too looks very dirty, trashy, like a dirt everywhere, covered basically it looks like and covered in dirt. So and it was like in black as you see there. Yeah, I like that. Basically in abandoned houses, and yeah, I liked it. As you and then as they it got deeper. So yeah, like I said, the cinematography. Yeah, it was great. It was great, very good. Including, like I said, it was like a low budget film. So yeah, I like that. I can still appreciate the cinematography. So going into yeah, as Helen and Burnett, they were going throughout. Uh, Helen and yeah, they meet Helen and Burnett, her friend. They meet with basically yeah, Anthony in the next film. His they basically they meet with his mother, baby Anthony's mother, which is Anne Marie. And like I said, that's what basically it was all about. The undertone, which was basically I guess another the main side story, or subplot, or half of the main story was like covered in racial themes, which I don't understand. Because they, even though they say they want to explore it, they don't really tell you. Just like the social class, they just say, okay, they just show like pretty much, I guess, the very wealthy whites, and they just show, poor, of course, poor Chicago, and then yeah, like I said, I don't know why it's there because they don't really tell you why, but I guess, I guess so. Going into the movie, yeah, I wanted to talk about first also as far as the acting. I mean, the acting was cool. Yeah, it was what it needed to be. So I'll say that the acting was pretty much what it needed to be for the most part. But as far as like the story and as far as the story, the characters, like everything else when you knew about it, it doesn't like yeah, all of that is like really just like it doesn't really do anything to keep you engaged. Supposedly, like when Helen is the main character, the only moment she has is basically, or if you already seen the movie, pretty much you should have show if you should already be going back to see the original if you already saw the remake. So don't be surprised. It's a little bit of spoilers near the end, basically when she finds out that her husband, Trevor, her husband Trevor is when she finds out she's been betrayed because he's been involved with another female. So that's basically like her own moment where I guess you kind of feel sympathetic for her because Yeah, she doesn't have any other. She doesn't have any other redeeming qualities or traits about her that you feel for her. So that right there is kind of really yeah, and so I don't. I guess it was a kind of original for it was, like I said, for being like, Tony Todd and Candyman. But as far as everything else about it, which he really doesn't have a story, I guess the kind of story, there's nothing really here at all, which it basically is. It's basically, as they said, the other part, it's basically just another slasher. Because to me, Helen, obviously her friend, and everybody else about it is already, of course, is just there for fodder, cattle for Candyman to slay, or you can say Helen, because that part, yeah, the possessing part, where he goes from host to host, uh, that part was actually already there. So I guess that, yeah, people were saying that. I didn't get that. I thought he was just well, he basically is killing them, but I guess he's using her to kill. That's why people like, which is another callback to like Freddy, because that was already that's it's kind of that's why it's kind of weird, because it reminds me of it called it yeah it called me back to Freddy. Then it because with the possession. What's another movie? I guess the only movie it really reminds me of is Freddy. Yeah. Oh, and another horror movie, which I'll yeah, like I said, I'll wait to play at the end. But yeah, it kind of is. I said it's not kind of, even though they portray it as original, which is very much not, but not really, because it kind of calls back to other classics. Being one of them is Freddy, Nightmare on Elm Street, and yeah, basically like everything, every other, like some of the characters acting like a-holes, and they was like basically learning more about the origins of Candyman, and they were like showing like his basically his I guess a little bits of his how he died and how he basically became to be. Like I said, they could have delved more into his character and actually explored that part. They could have shown it in flashbacks too, if they really wanted, or like a short story before the movie, before they went into the movie, like an epilogue they could have shown. So hey, like I said, they don't really delve deep into anything other than it's just like you just have to accept his story, because they kind of tell you, but then again, they're not really not. So I don't get, like I said, other parts. I don't get that either. Like I said too about Helen, because how are you supposed to, like, supposedly, yeah, like the only moment she has is when she's basically cheated on. She doesn't really have any other. You don't find much out about her. She doesn't have moments where she's just where you're just they don't dwell into moments into her character which you can relate and get behind her. Yeah, they don't have none of that traits that you can. They don't show. They show a trait basically near the end of the movie, which I'll talk about too. But yeah, as far as any other traits like noble, I guess, yeah, nobleness, generosity, introvert. Yeah, she doesn't just really have any other traits about her that's interesting, other than she's just. I guess she's just studying. The reason why she's just into Candyman is, I guess, because they're studying about him. They're students from from the university, and they want to study about the origins and the story of Candyman. So, like I said, basically near the end of the movie, where shit starts to delve and hit the fan, basically it's revealed that kind of revealed that that she's kind of behind it, even though it's Candyman. And then yeah, she finds out that Trevor's been cheating on her, and basically her only reason, I get basically her her only reasons, I guess, to fight against Candyman, or basically yeah, just be basically, you can say basically living. So like I said, that's kind of the only moment she has, other than being there. Also, just I guess for a vessel, or I guess yeah, love interest for Candyman. So yeah, it can really for just like anybody else. I didn't really feel just for anybody else. Basically, just being entertained. I can say that because I'll obviously come back to the movie. But before I get near the end, oh my gosh, the score. I was so addicted. I actually, after the movie, I just kept listening to it. Even when I went to do my daily fitness. Oh my, it was just so stuck in my head. Oh my goodness, like the score of the film, which is I might have to make a new video because I went on a bit. Not really, but yeah, I'm making a note also. As you already know, I don't have the best editing skills, so yeah, be noted of that. But yeah, the score is just fucking gorgeous. I don't think I want to. I don't want to show. I can't. I don't think I can show y'all on here because or I might get copyright. I might get probably copyrighted for this. But I just want to see if I can play it. The score is just so gorgeous and engaging. It put me in my feelings the entire day. Like it just, that's why I just love. As far as going back to music, that's all I listen to. Like this music, it basically puts me. Even though I hate it because it gets me thinking of my dark moments in my life. But yeah, it seriously put me in my feelings. Especially because I love classical music. But let me see. I'll show you right here. Yeah, I guess it was basically Helen's theme. But no, it's basically Candyman, his theme. Yeah, I just want to show y'all if I can. These fucking ads. Yeah, oh my god, man. I really enjoyed the score. I didn't just come back for that. That's what kept me in, obviously, because it just kept playing. I guess, let me show you real quick. Yeah, do y'all hear it? I just got addicted to that shit throughout the day. Yeah, really soulful, gorgeous, beautiful. Wait, let me start a video. I might have to start a video real quick anyway.